What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2022 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's videos. Today we have a loaded Orange County update in store for you guys. We have various aircraft movements, a new route, and all kinds of items to assess in today's video. I really hope you guys are excited for it. And without any further delay, let's get started. We'll start down here as per usual, as we have several aircraft to go over, like I said, in today's airport update. And it's going to be a really good one, so let's get started. So currently loading up right here, gate, I believe this is 1 Alpha. We have the United Express from Beer and Acer -700 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently making the non-stop service in from San Francisco today, and we'll be heading back out there. Really glad to get that route in today's airport update. It's a really fun one, and I'm glad to have the CRJ700 in here. Right into the terminal we go right here with the WestJet Boeing 737-700. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service today out to Calgary after coming in from Vancouver. Those routes are doing really well for WestJet, and I'm very glad to see them doing very good on those. So you love to see it, and they are doing really nice right now. So very, very good right there. Currently pushing back right here, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300. This guy's currently pushing back with the non-stop service today out to Seattle, Tacoma today. Really cool to get the 223 on that. That's a really nice route right there, and I'm glad to get to see it there, as they're also flying 221s on it as well. So you love to see it right there. It's absolutely awesome. Currently loading up right here, we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 right here. Sorry about that. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service today out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport or Citrus Aviation's airport. Feel free to submit those subscriber routes if you have them, or local fan pictures or any of those fun items. The link is in the description. Glad to get the Delta 757 in here today. It is such a nice model. I'm trying to get that zoom to fix, but such a really good model right here. Excuse me. Very glad to have it in the collection, and it is a really nice one to say the least. Delta 757 service out to Atlanta. Here's another change up for Delta right here. We have the Delta Airlines Airbus A320 currently making the one of 5 daily services in from Salt Lake City. 3 of them are now on the 320, which is pretty impressive. We also have a 223 and I believe an Airbus A319 this month. So really glad to get to see that, and Delta is most certainly utilizing those Airbus A319s to their advantage. So glad, or 320s, I'm sorry, to their advantage. So we love to see it out here, over here on the West Coast. Alrighty, currently over here we have a really nice seeing double shot over here. So we begin right here on the bottom of your screen with the American Airlines Boeing 737-800 with the logo on the winglet. This guy's currently loading up right here, gate 5, with the non-stop service up to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport today on the turnaround. Very standard. I believe there's like 5 daily services right there, so pretty good considering November. Really glad to get to see that right there. That's really nice. And currently up there on the top of your screen we have the American Airlines Airbus A321. This is Transcontinental Virgin currently pushing back. This guy's making a non-stop service today in from Los Angeles. There we go. I finally got it. This guy's making the non-stop service today in from Los Angeles, and this guy's going to have the, I am so sorry guys, not that side of the transcontinental route. This guy's going to make the non-stop service in from New York. John F. Kennedy is going to be heading back out there as well. That service is still going very well for American. I'm glad to get to see them doing so well on that. So you love to see it right there. It's absolutely awesome. Another American Airlines mainline aircraft, of course, is right here with the Airbus A319. Not the new one yet, but that one will be coming in future airport updates. Stay on the lookout for that. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service today out to Austin, Texas, Bertram International Airport. They've been doing very good on that service so far, so I'm very excited for that, and don't expect that one to be going anywhere. That'll be a cornerstone for years to come. So you'll have to see it right there for American. They're doing really good with the mini Austin movement, if you will. Taxiing out for departure right there, we have the Air Canada, Boeing 737 MAX 8. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today. I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty on airport updates. I haven't got the film one in quite some time. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today out to Vancouver. Vancouver's been doing really well for Air Canada. It's a daily MAX, and I'm glad to see so much demand on that route. So who knows, maybe we'll get Toronto on the MAX. I think that would be a cool one. Very nice. And then right here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A319 that's currently taxiing out for departure. This guy's making the non-stop service today out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, which is 3 daily Airbus A319s right now, which is awesome. Alrighty, currently taxiing into the apron, we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This is the Gemini Jetstream edition. That NG1's really nice, but the Gemini one also still holding down the fort. This guy's coming in from Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County International. This guy is a 5 weekly service right now, and they're doing pretty good with that flight. So I'm glad to get to see Delta doing so well there on those services. Alrighty, here we go with United. Let's begin right here with their Boeing 737-700 in the Continental Globe colors. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop Saturday only service up to Honolulu today after coming in from Newark, which is currently 3 daily services. I'm glad to get to see both those routes still performing pretty well. Hopefully we'll be keeping Honolulu going into the future, which I think we're looking good for now. So glad to see that they haven't fully terminated that service, but again, more of a pandemic thing than anything. Loading up over here, we have the United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Evo Blue livery. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service today. This guy came in from Houston Intercontinental, and this guy's going to have the continuing service today out to Chicago O'Hare. Both those flights are doing very good for United as far as I'm aware, so I'm glad to get to see them doing super well with those services. And I'll be excited to see where they progress going into the future on those. Following that, we have the United Airlines Airbus A320 in the Stars and Bars livery. This guy's making the nonstop flight in from Denver International today, and this guy's continuing back up to San Francisco with the CRJ 700. So glad to get to see those services also performing very well despite the competition. So you love to see it right there. A lineup that I've been waiting to show off for quite some time, and I'm very excited to finally get to do so. I'm sorry, my zoom lens got messed up here. Sorry guys, it gets messed up. There we go. Right here we have both the Alaska Embraer ERJ-175s in normal livery. I've been really excited to do this as I haven't got a chance to because I haven't got the models yet, but we finally have both of them here. So try to take a guess on which one's which if you guys want to in the comments, but the first one, this one right here, is the 2018 release, I believe it was, and then on top you have the 2022 releases. Big difference includes the slight angle on the tail for Chester, wing flex, and also the coloring of the tail is definitely significantly different as the latest release has some more navy tone to it, if you will. But nevertheless, let's get started with these. Here's the first one on the bottom of your screen. This guy's coming in from Santa Rosa and continuing out. These are Horizon flights, by the way. This guy's continuing out to San Francisco. On top of your screen, we have the Seattle Everett Horizon flight on this Embraer 175. Both those services continue to do very well, and it's nice to finally get to represent this in a pretty accurate connotation. You know, honoring those who serve every once in a while is always nice, and don't get me wrong, the purpose of delivery is very good, and I'd love to have it in every update, but realistically speaking, this is a little bit more accurate. So, but nevertheless, it definitely expect honoring those who serve back in updates to come, but very glad to have both these as I've been trying to do that for quite some time. Taxiing in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport is the American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This guy's coming in from Phoenix, like I said, continuing out to Chicago O'Hare. They are keeping that rotation going, which is awesome. I think it's pretty unique and very cool to get to see such a short flight, Phoenix to Orange County on a MAX. Once again, I'm thinking this is runway performance, even though they very well could spin a 319S in here, 737-800, you name it, but still very cool to get the MAX in here and quite unique for Orange County in my opinion. So like I said, this guy's making the nonstop service today in from Phoenix out to Chicago. Here's the Alaska Airlines Airbus A320 loading up with the nonstop service today out to Portland after coming in from Seattle. Definitely want to reminisce this as these will be getting retired in the future. Really cool to get to have these in here, and it's definitely been an awesome addition to my collection to have this Airbus A320. I think it's a really nice model, and Gemini Jets did a pretty good job on it. So glad to get to have it, and definitely glad to represent it here before it gets retired in the future. So Alaska 320, like I said, service out to Portland after coming in from Seattle. Here's our new route for today, everybody. Here's the Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo. This guy's making the nonstop new service in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. I'm really glad to see Frontier joining American and Southwest on that service, and I think JSX is on it as well. So really glad to, and Allegiant the Mesa, of course, but really glad to get to see Frontier entering the Phoenix market. I think this will be very beneficial for them. They're also going to be going after competing on American with another competing service. That will be Dallas-Fort Worth, as they've opened cruise bases in both Phoenix and Dallas now. So very exciting to see all these new flights for Frontier. I think they're doing quite well. This one should be very beneficial for them as it is actually inaugurating on the day that I'm recording this, November 5. So very glad to get to see that, and this should be a very good service here for Orange County. I'm sure this will be utilized by many passengers, and Spirit also tried it as well, so there's definitely plenty of demand for it. So I think that Frontier will be more successful with it for sure, and I think they will do quite well. So expect this as a staple to come. They obviously still have their Las Vegas and Denver flights too. But nevertheless, this is making the inaugural service at the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, and I'll be excited to see where this flight goes from here. It should be pretty awesome, and once again, very excited for it. So it should be great. Here's the Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 with the fins tips. This guy's kind of making a nonstop flight today in from Las Vegas, and this guy's going to be heading up to Oakland following that. Both those services have been going really well, particularly Las Vegas. So that's 4 daily flights, I believe. You're going to be finding that Oakland flight once a day, I believe. So glad to see that still hanging on. Sacramento's nowhere to be found, along with Phoenix as well. I think both those services were unfortunately discontinued. So very unfortunate indeed, but very glad to have Las Vegas going strong and kicking for Spirit. They've really built a nice establishment out there. So I'm excited to see where they go from here. That should be awesome. Loading up right here, we have the Allegiant Air Airbus A319. Sorry about that, guys. This guy's currently making the nonstop service. See, this lens is fine. It's just a little bit shaky. So let's just focus it in right here. This guy's currently making the, sorry guys. Let's just do this, I guess. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight today in from Phoenix Mesa. This guy's gonna have the continuing service today out to Medford in Oregon. They have some really good flights going on right now. No new announcements or anything, but I'm sure they'll be announcing some new routes in the future. Allegiant continues to do quite well. I'm interested to see what their load factors have been. I need to look into that, but Allegiant's 18th month course, working into now 24 calendar months or 2 full years, has been going quite well. So I'll be excited to see where they progress from here. The Southwest Airlines section's also looking quite nice. Here we have the Boeing 737-800. This guy's kind of making the nonstop flight in from, sorry guys, I hate the lens. There we go. This guy's kind of making the nonstop flight today in from Las Vegas, and this guy's continuing out to Denver International Airport. Both services, of course, doing very well, and I think Southwest is really kicking it on many of these services. Here's the 737-700 in the Heart livery with the Scimitar winglets. This guy's kind of loading up. Again, another nonstop service today. This guy's heading out to Nashville. This guy came in from Puerto Vallarta earlier, which is really starting to become a prominent destination here at Orange County, especially during these upcoming fall and winter months as the temperatures start to decrease in the area. So glad to get to see this doing well, and I'll be excited to see where it goes from here. And here we have the Southwest Airlines 737 MAX 8. This guy's kind of loading up with a nonstop flight today. This guy's heading out to Phoenix. And this guy came in earlier today from San Jose. So multiple California routes, inner California routes, I should say at that have been doing super well here at Orange County, and I definitely want to represent those. Again, I know I mention this every update, but it's very easy to get confused between Reno, Orange County, and Albuquerque. So definitely got to mention those inner California routes when they have them. And how about let's knock two more out here with this Canyon Blue 737-700 for Southwest Airlines, of course. This guy's kind of making the nonstop service today. This guy came in earlier today from Sacramento. This guy's going to have the continuing service today over to, now I don't think Orange County has San Diego, so let's send this guy out to Nashville instead. So glad to get to see that though. That's a pretty awesome service there for Southwest. They're doing quite good, and I'll be excited to see where they progress from here. Cargo is pretty standard right now. Sorry that I didn't get a chance to put out GSC. But nevertheless, here we have the UPS Boeing 757-200. This guy's currently making the nonstop service right here. There we go. This guy's making the nonstop service today in from Louisville. And this guy will be heading back out there. And I'm going to try to figure out how to turn off that auto macro mode because it's really starting to tick me off. So nevertheless, this guy's coming in from Louisville, heading back out there. And a FedEx Express Airbus A300 freighter. Let's see if we can get a cool tail shot. If my camera will please stop shaking. This guy's kind of making a non-stop flight today in from Memphis. He'll be heading out to Los Angeles following that. Now that one is a legitimate Los Angeles. That's a pretty cool flight. So glad to get to see that right there. It's awesome. The FBO is looking quite nice, including I'm just trying to get this camera fixed. There we go. JSX Embraer ERJ gosh darn it, ERJ-135. Or 45, I'm sorry. Had the 35 in here for years, but now it's the 145. This guy's kind of making the nonstop service today in from Dallas Left Field, still a relatively new route, and I'm glad to see that one doing very well right now. This guy's continuing out to Reno today. Again, really nice little FBO area I got going over there. I definitely look to improve it, but just representing a kind of a DIY GP over there with that the loader, or not the loader, I'm sorry, the baggage piece, if you guys know what I'm talking about up there. And then we got some trucks over there working on it as well, and a field truck, a rare field truck appearance over there for JSX. So glad to get to see that, and they're doing really well. So JSX, like I said, making the nonstop flight today over to, Dallas Love Field. Alrighty, this Learjet 45 is currently texting in. This guy's making a nonstop service in from Denver Centennial and making a short flight over to Vans Knives. Here we have two aircraft right here. We have a Cessna 310. This guy's loading up with a nonstop service today out to Fresno, California. This guy came in earlier today from San Diego Lindbergh Field. Cessna 172, of course, doing a local flight around the area. And this Cessna 172 is actually going to be making a pretty significant cross-country flight for us today if I can get the focus. He's heading out to Palm Springs. Well, there's macros, so that's the best we can do right there. So there he is. And then last but certainly not least, let's get these two private jets over here, of course, if I can talk today. We have a Phenom 300. This guy's currently loading up, and this guy's going to have a nonstop service today. This guy's going to be heading over to Flagstaff after coming in earlier today from the smallest airport I can think of is going to be Prescott, Arizona. And then we have a Learjet I thought those were 75s. I'm pretty sure those are 75s. Sorry, guys. I am so rusty. 45, 75, something along those lines. This guy's kind of making the nonstop flight. He's actually based here. He's going to be doing a turn today over to San Francisco International Airport, which is really nice to see. And just like that, that will do for this Orange County update. Sorry that I was a little rusty, guys. I've not recorded the update in like 3 or 4 weeks, so it has been some time. There's been many events going on, so trying to get everything balanced out, and of course with some big assignments coming up for college to finish out semester 1. Definitely having to orientate around those, but it's been going well, and I very much appreciate everybody's support. I promise I'll continue to do my best, and yeah, winter break should be really good. We'll finally get some time off to relax and work on some items, and I'll be excited to see where it goes from here. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's update. Another fantastic Orange County showing. No major news outside of a couple of things. I believe Breeze Airways is going to be starting service here, which is very exciting. Also, possibly Aeromexico is what I heard, so that'll be awesome. Along with that, like I said, Frontier's new service to Phoenix has begun, so I'm very excited about that. And they'll also be beginning nonstop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. I didn't see a date, probably sometime early next year if I had to guess. So very excited for all these new routes, and ultimately the airport's doing really well. So really excited to get to see this, and hopefully we'll be seeing some new services here soon. Again, sorry that today wasn't the perfect update, but I promise I'll be doing better going into the future. And also the lighting was starting to cut off, so I wasn't trying to rush it, but it's kind of one of those things that you want to make sure that you get every aircraft. But we did today, and that's what matters. So nevertheless, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's airport update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be very excited to talk with you guys again in the upcoming updates. And yeah, we're going to finish out Orange County strong this year. It's going to be awesome along with all of our other airports, and hopefully some new ones to come. So stay on the lookout for that. But nevertheless, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Take it easy, everybody. Let's try to talk like normal people. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.